Alright. Another warm-up. Hey, camera. What you doing? There you go, camera. So, study Monday. This time around, we will study this. It's a really cool photo. Very interesting colors. Fascinating. Hey, Rollomancer. Mjorning. Mjolnering. Good Mjolnering. Mjolnir. When I did not sleep well, I kept having this really weird dream. It's annoying. I think it's stress related. But the dream is based on like if I'm on the left side or the right side. If I'm on the right side, it is like free flowing, no hierarchy and structure to the dreams. If I'm on my left, it's like detailed inventory. So annoying. Hey, Astrofrogo, how's it going? Bruno Romanos. Hey, Mel. Axolotl. Good morning. So, like I said earlier, this is the warm-up for today. The study Monday. It is by what's her name? A fellow artist, actually. Maria Soljanik. She's like does a lot of makeup and costuming on herself at the same time as an artist. It's pretty cool. So she had uploaded this over the weekend. I think there's a series of them, but this was the one most intriguing. The framing and colors and all that is pretty cool. So I thought, why not do a study? It's an intriguing photo. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Yeah, it's the yeah, exactly, the woman in red in the tutorial level in Matrix. Exactly, Rollomancer. And oh yeah, I mentioned that I was doing an IP development a couple of streams weeks ago, but the pile keeps growing of sketches. Fun. Hopefully at some point I can share, and I've done twice as much on computer, so it's starting to be quite a IP lump. This is actually potentially it's going to be it will be hopefully a new game with investors and a team. So that's I'm hoping that that's still a possibility. I will do. I'm gonna go the whole pitching route again and try to land some mad money. Right, wishful thinking. But the IP is actually turning out quite fun. It feels like a game that I'd like to play. So who knows? All right. Anyways, enough babbling from me. Let's position and do the study. I think what really speaks to me, actually, for your sake, sanity. Let's swap it. Oh yeah, now you won't see. Okay. Anyways. I think for today I'm going to study just overall the I think the shapes are really cool. And I'm going to try to be kind of expressive. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try my best not to be kind of overdoing it. At the same time as trying to capture the kind of power of the colors. It's a fascinating picture. And congratulations to everyone. Who made it to Unreal Bjorn round 2 deadline. Time is officially up. The images have been sent out to the judges. I wonder what that color is. No. What a hottie, and the girl's nice too, dude. Everyone knows you're a liar. But yes, the girl is hot. The girl is nice too, yeah, exactly. Listen, everybody knows that this roadside accident, there's no such thing as this looking good. The girl, on the other hand, does some good stuff. Hey Gria, how's it going? Anyways, so you asked Astrofrogo how I will go about funding that project. I have investors interested already. Actually, they approached me at the end of last year and said I need to make another game, and that they're interested in funding that. So what I got to do now is make a pitch, run it past them, and hopefully make them interested in pursuing. And if that fail, that they're not interested in the game, I will go the what's it called? Kickstarter route. The game idea is quite an interesting game. It's like a RPG of sorts. It's my is kind of my left field of my take on a RPG. So we'll see how that actually will pan out, if they find it interesting. Best you can do, Smee, is $100 for 25 equity. Deal. Done and dusted, right there and then. No, but I am thinking actually on the whole, like the whole idea of bringing everyone together in terms of kind of in terms of, what's it called? Community, I guess. But I had this thought of Kickstarter funding for kind of being a part of the project somehow. It sounds weird, and I definitely not mean like you have to pay to be a part of the team, but some sort of, I don't know, ad revenue or like vague idea of what if you can pay to support the game being made, but you gain money out of it, like Smee said, like equity, right? Would you be allowed to make like a Kickstarter where you buy equity? Would that be allowed in Kickstarter? Hey, Pacobra, how's it going? Would that be allowed, do you think? That you buy equity in a project? So that would be like the Kickstarter tiers are like 10K to get in. Hey, Kyle, just cuz. That's a good boob. I don't have any boobs. Rollomaster Fig? I have no idea. I will check that out. Hey, Pacobra, first time here? Cool. How's it going? Welcome. Today, if it's your first time here, we are doing, every Monday we have Study Monday. So today, actually, a fellow artist, she put up photos of herself. She plays with makeup and costuming, and she posted one of these. This is one photo in a series, which was really spoke to me, the colors and the posing. And so today we're studying her. And I'm kind of usually I set a goal for the study. Today my goal is to just kind of paint without thinking too much, to kind of see what comes out. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag at the moment. granted, I'm only 10 minutes in the study, so hopefully it's going to be some improvements. But yeah, it's a different process than usual, where I'm kind of just painting, going circles in the painting and trying to put it together. Oh, Smee, really? You can't on Kickstarter? That's cool. Good that they have that. So that's idea shut down. Pacobra. Usually, what I do though is I set up a goal of what to learn from the study, but the general idea of doing these studies is not that you all should copy what I'm doing, right? The idea is that we practice the correct way of doing studies, where we set a goal, we set out to learn something new from doing the study. So we're not just doing a photocopy, but we're actually looking at the reference, looking at the study, and actually having a point behind it, right? So some studies we purely look at form, some studies we purely look at colors, the relationship, the grading, or whatever we find the study to hold the strongest information in, right? So that we can gain a knowledge. And very few times the aim is to copy accurately. But we've actually done that as well, where we are actually trying to measure, we are actively looking at the placement and the rotation and the relationship between the forms, so that they are placed correctly. So the basic idea is to try to pick up a new thing every Monday, a new point of study, and you can yourself pinpoint like a weakness that you feel you're having, and do a study that will strengthen you and lessen this weakness. That's why, for example, I don't want to dictate for you what you need to study. The idea here to set up a reference for you is to find a good quality reference that you can yourself make a study out of. So for me, what I want to learn with this one is mostly just the colors, and the pose is really striking. And one thing I want to practice with this reference is not so much to copy, not so much to get the colors right, but to kind of play around with this high contrast tones and shapes, and just try to be expressive. I think that is one of the things I'm looking for today, is just making marks and not caring so much about being accurate, but making a fun painting. So like, if you noticed in the beginning of my painting, is that I'm actually not even kind of measuring. I am just making marks and moving around in circles in the painting, and just trying to be having vivid marks. Pacobra. Hey Amir, how's it going? are the studies open for suggestions? So like you say, I do my own study on a particular image and then send in for your interpretation. As in what we interpret what you try to study of the reference. You can do that. But I mean, we don't really do that in the sense of we mostly declare on the Discord. We declare what we wanted to learn from it. Let's say you want to accurately measure the painting, right? You draw her, or you do a volume value study to try to get the grayscale values correct, and then you declare that when you post it. And in that sense, when you post it, we can see where you failed, if the idea is that you nail the volumes, and then we can help you see the mistakes you've made by you declaring what you wanted to study, right? Hey Payanton, how's it going? Pacobra, I am not sampling the reference, no. Because if I sample the reference, if I like suck the color out of her jacket, I'm not gauging anything. I'm not measuring anything with my eyes. So by me picking everything myself, I'm actually forcing myself to make decisions on multiple levels, right? And it's not so much about me sampling the right color, but every time I do, I make a call in terms of what color am I going to use now. I'm actually making decisions on multiple levels in terms of the actual color I'm choosing at this very moment, but then also the following color that I'm choosing to counterbalance the color I chose previously, right? So ideally is that you choose a color that speaks to each other. So if I would just sample blindly, I would actually not learn anything. I would get accurate colors, but I wouldn't take away anything. So by not taking shortcuts, you're making yourself learn by default. Amir, yeah, it's a really cool reference. Like I said before, it's a fellow artist that posted these on her Facebook, and like I said, she's into makeup, and she really changes her appearance dramatically on each treatment, and she's also a fellow artist. So it was really cool to see her doing this transformation, and there's more than one photo in this set, but this was the one that was mostly striking for me. So I decided I'll do a study of it because of the colors and because of the posing. Really, her face. And that eye is way too messed up. You can hear my upset daughter in the background. She's not having a good morning, it sounds like. Hey Spectre, what's happening? Pacobra, yeah, it's definitely more of a challenge. But the thing is, right, Pacobra, as you're new, and the basic idea why you shouldn't sample is that you can set yourself a challenge, set yourself a study. I want to be able to sample with my eyes accurately. So what you got to do then is that you got to sit and observe, like the local color, as in the local color of the area you're looking at, and then the area next to it, and the hue shifts. What's the base tone? You know, so you sit and observe, you sit and look, you sit and try to learn the relationships between the colors. And every time you do that, it's going to be quicker and easier for you to spot colors, the accuracy. You can even do tests how well you do by, let's say, you sample now her jacket and you look. Okay, it's a cool red, very saturated. Mine is going to be a lot more yellow in it. So it's down on the warm side rather than the cool side. So there is a tonal difference. But what you got to keep in mind in this instance is that, yes, there's a tonal difference between the reference and my painting, but there's still harmony in my colors because of the fact that I haven't sampled, and every time I've chosen a color that's going to be the next color, they are based on the relationship between it all, rather than trying to nail exactly the color. So my colors have harmony, but they are off slightly from the reference. I messed up her pose here, or head. Her nose is way off. This is my standard problem. I know that I have this problem, and this problem is always the same. Proportions. And we have studied proportions and relationships between forms on previous warm-ups or previous study Mondays. Her face is squashed and eye is off. Could it be like over here? Kind of. Something. Spectre, every Monday, we have a study. So I set a reference once a week. So if you're interested, if you want to do this study for this week, all you need to do is type 'ref, and you get the study of the week. And I set a new ref with new kind of interesting, or the reference have strength to it, right? So you can pick and choose what you want to learn from the reference. But every Monday I do a study. Every Monday I try to learn something new. So yes, I do this often because I want to improve, and I want to learn new things. So, but today I'm I'm mostly studying the overall impression of the painting. I'm not trying to nail the look of or the accuracy of the reference. I'm not trying to get the colors accurate. I'm just trying to get an impression and relay the impression. I guess if anything, if I want to pinpoint something I want to learn from the reference, is the marks. But obviously, I'm not studying the reference for marks, as the reference is a photo. But I'm looking at it and trying to direct my brush strokes according to the volume, kind of. Trying to nail certain volumes, certain shapes, certain directions, color relationship, but it's not trying to be highly accurate. It's mostly just observation and enjoyment at this point. But I strongly recommend that if you're going to do this study, set a goal before you start of what you want to learn, of what you're looking at in this reference, so that you're not just copying. The intent makes a big difference. The purpose makes a big difference. Because ideally, the difference will be that you go into the study in a specific way. You go in the study with a specific process. Let's say you want to learn the colors, right? So you go in from Mark 1, you go in and try to understand the color relationship. Or if you would go into the study with the intention of learning grayscale volumes, you would approach the painting absolutely differently. And it's the same way I've approached this painting today, is that my intent wasn't to copy it. My intent was to kind of feel it, be inspired by it, making marks that are expressive and just kind of like running myself through the impressions, right? So that I'm not overly worried about making an accurate form or an accurate proportion or accurate this or not accurate that. I'm mostly focusing on getting the mood or the motion or the marks right, so that it has expression much more than accurate volumes or accurate colors, or so the idea, I guess, is a lot more traditional. Color and Light, yeah, by James Gurney. That's a great book. I have it. Pacobra, you can search the terms, or you can go and find basic color theory or painting theory books. There's a lot of them online. But overall, that book that Bellio mentioned is a great, but it's for realistic color theory. It's for a realistic painter, where you're trying to be accurate in terms of reality, and it's no like impressionists or it's purely to try to mimic reality, that book. and it'll give you an understanding how to paint realistically. It's a good book if you're interested in painting, and if you're interested in this whole thing and this whole topic, come back, hit follow. I stream every day. All the other days of the week, I paint random topics based on your suggestion. I'll roll a dice, and you suggest a topic, I will roll a dice, and whatever the dice lands on is what I'm going to paint. So I switch techniques, I switch approaches. So every morning, more or less, I paint in a different way on a different topic. So we never really know what's going to come out. It's really good fun. Of course, you can join in. It's a daily stream, just half an hour every day. So if that sounds cool for you, come back. I think it's the exact same time, so it's easy to remember. You don't need to really wonder when I go online. It's the exact same time every day. And then when the timer is out, which is now, the stream will end. I will raid someone. I will go back to being an art director, lead artist, and do client work until tomorrow morning, where I will do another stream and rinse repeat. This is the 5th year I'm doing warm-ups. There's a Discord, there's a community, there's a forum. Join in. End of sale pitch. It's a fantastic community, by the way. Amazing artists, amazing people. The good people are in my Discord. I'd say we are around 800, 900 strong on the Discord. Lots of active people. Good stuff. All right. Akagria, if Feedback Friday is still a thing? Yeah, no one is using hashtag FF, so that's why I'm not talking on any Friday. Spectre, yeah, absolutely. It's very easy to go into copy mode. Yeah, enhancing reality, real master, yeah. Or like filtering reality, right? I mean, the top right, the reference is an expressive photo. And what I've done is taking the reality and pass it through my sensibilities as an artist. I don't like how her colors are at the head. I need to boost that a bit. The juice. I need to juice it up a bit. It's better, but not good. Will do for now. Akagria. Should you? Pacobra, some people are following along. They usually post it on the Discord afterwards, or a lot of viewers are American, so they watch the VOD on YouTube. What's it called? Underneath the stream, there is 5 years of video on demand. You can have a look. Hashtag FF on Discord is not Final Fantasy, but Feedback Friday. So if you hashtag your art, hashtag FF, every Friday I will comment on it while I'm painting. So wherever you post your art, share your art channel or on your private sketchbook. If you hashtag FF, I'll see it, you know. All right, time is up. Let's find someone to raid. I think Max is on. Yep, he's on. So let's. Does it have to be something specific, like 3 pieces? No. It doesn't need to be in a specific. If you painted something that you really like, hashtag FF, and I can comment on it. So we're going to raid Max. Max is a fantastic illustrator. You need to give him some love. He's a great guy. Fantastic painter. So today's study was more about expression rather than accuracy. Have a great day. Have a good night. Good night if you're that part of the world. See you guys tomorrow morning. Good job, all the round 2 people. Outro, then take you to the raid, so don't go anywhere. Hang tight. Toodles.